This is Sukh Johal here in Langley, British Columbia. I'm here at Gold's Gym. Just finished training with the one, the only, Gary the Gardushin Mangat. And Gary's actually been in Montreal for the last many months, is that right?
About 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah, so Gary's been actually in Montreal training with some of the finest MMA fighters in Canada. And of course, Gary is getting ready for some big things coming in 2013. So what's going on in 2013, Gary?
I just want to take everything to the next level, and I made the sacrifices I need to make. I'm focused. I'm out in Montreal now, training with one of the best fight teams around, with the Tristar fight team, and I'm hoping that this is a year that you finally see the India flag with the Punjabi walking into the UFC octagon. If I believe in it, I'm visualizing it every single day. I'm putting in all the work I need to do, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen this year. And hope you guys will ride along for the journey.
Yeah. So Gary, you've been training with some of the best fighters in Canada, of course. Who are some of the fighters that train at Tristar?
Well, the thing is, I'm surrounded by some of the best fighters. I train with guys around my weight class would be Ivan Menjivar and Miguel Torres, but I'm surrounded. I'm in the same team with guys like George St-Pierre, Rory McDonald, Dennis Kang. I'm under the coaching of Faraz Zahabi and Eric O'Keefe, and it's just the environment. That's just like probably 5 of the 40 names that are in there that come from all over the world when camps are going on. It's just a totally, completely different environment that tests your mind every single day, the boundaries of your mind, and you are your own, basically, best friend in those moments to gather yourself and pour yourself through and become a better version of yourself every single day.
Yeah. So Gary, we've been hearing talk that Dana White, they've been taking UFC on a global level. They might be entering the Asian market. What are the chances of UFC being actually in places like India and China and other places like that in Asia?
Well, they're very much untapped markets. Now, when I started this 4.5, 5 years ago, my goal was to become that guy that takes UFC to India. Whether I believed it that much at that time or didn't, I've been putting in work, and hopefully the stars will align where the UFC is trying to enter India and I'm trying to enter India myself. And if it's meant to be and all the work comes together and everything pans out, I'm hoping that we'll meet on that pathway and we'll go together and make something that's been a dream that I lay around every single night in the gym and my darkest moments, trying to make reality, and it comes true finally.
So Gary, just tell us a little bit about the level and the quality of training that you're receiving out there in Montreal, Quebec, in regards to training for your mixed martial arts.
It's just a completely different world, man. It's on so many different levels. First of all, Montreal itself is a completely different world from the rest of Canada. It's just everything is different. Everything's French. All the people are different there. As a level of training, you got the best of almost every discipline, and everyone has their own point of view on every single angle of the sport. So like I was saying earlier, say somebody shows a triangle choke, you will see 3 different points of view: from a wrestler's point of view, from a kickboxing point of view, from a jiu-jitsu point of view, and everyone has input from how they've been seeing something, and you kind of just you give and take, and you learn. You grow so much more, and it's just every single day there's so much information flow coming through that gym that it's overwhelming. I go home, I write down notes, and I study the sport like it's like the final exam is my fight. So I take notes, I'm studying, and just try to take in whatever I can, and just grateful for the opportunity of what's going on, and just trying to embrace it for what it's supposed to be.
Hey Gary, it's been a pleasure to be with you today. Thanks for training with me here. Thank you. We're at Gold's Gym, Langley, British Columbia. Sukh Johal, we're signing out with the one and only, the future of the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championships, Gary Mangat. Peace.